guys, this is Webby back again for your SmackDown review. Friday Night SmackDown, just a little less than 2 weeks away from Crown Jewel. Isn't that right, Jason Funny?
Absolutely. And the crowd is really wound up for this one.
Yes, we have a new captain on Team Hulk Hogan, and his name is
Roman Reigns.
Clearly, he's a little too excited for that. I'm not as excited about
I'm
the
excited
Roman
about
Empire.
it.
Quite frankly, WWE did some things tonight that kind of got under my skin. Roman Reigns getting an Intercontinental Championship matchup.
Yes!
In the opening match. Look, that pretty much means that they toss out rivalries just because they're not on the USA Network anymore. If you ask me, that's pretty dumb. But it's Fox. You have to have the biggest stars on the show.
Business.
Now, a lot of things happened tonight. They showed Bray Wyatt and Seth Rollins building up to Crown Jewel, burning down the Firefly Funhouse. Isn't that right, Jason Funny?
Burned it down to the ground hound.
Now, what do you think about all that? Do you agree with the Firefly Funhouse being burnt down, or do you think that it should have stayed alive and more episodes should still come?
I think for a while just kind of died down on the Firefly thing, and let the evil part rule for a while.
You mean just show more of the thing?
Of that thing, yeah.
I mean, because I like both sides of Bray Wyatt, because you can't overexpose the
No,
thing
it's burnt
part.
down, so we need to keep it burnt for a while until this feud is over with. Maybe start it up later. That's my final word.
Speaking of that, do you think maybe, possibly, at Crown Jewel, Bray Wyatt walks out Universal Champ? And then goes over the Monday Night Raw? Or does Seth Rollins win?
Seth Rollins loses.
Seth Rollins loses?
Oh yeah, I hate Seth Rollins anyway, but so I do hope he loses. He's a Roman Reigns wannabe, which he'll never be.
Well, you heard his opinion on that, folks. But anyway, a lot of things happened tonight on SmackDown, including we saw who's going to be Bayley's first opponent. And why in the world are you advertising Mountain Dew like that?
It's not even... See, look, can you read it?
Well, that's beside the point. Everybody knows what Mountain Dew
No,
bottle
it's a generic
is.
Mountain Dew.
Anyway, we know who Bayley's going to face. When? Not quite sure. Not quite sure when that's going to be. But we had Miz TV. Quite frankly, I wish Miz would be used in a different format, in a different situation than just Miz TV. However, he had Miz TV with the new Bayley on our hands. New style, new look, no Bayley buddies, plus with Sasha Banks by her side. Just kind of sitting there. Bayley did all the talking tonight. And who's her next opponent? None other than Nikki Cross. We all knew this was coming. Absolutely knew this was coming. They've been building her up for quite some time. Isn't that right, Jason Funny?
Life sucks and then you die.
That's right. That is the biggest thing that came out of this promo from Bayley. She, outside of all the other garbage that she spewed about how everybody was turning against her and she was for the kids and trying to be a role model and no one was there for her and all this stuff. Life sucked and then you die.
Croak.
So, with this Nikki Cross and Bayley situation, what do you think's going to come out of it?
Well, hopefully a winner.
Who do you think will win is what I'm asking.
I guess the evil Bailey, because she is like...
Because she's
won mean.
Championship.
She is mean, too. If she doesn't play around, I'd be scared of her.
I mean, it kind of makes sense what they did.
More aggressive.
Because it kind of makes sense what they did tonight. You know, Nikki Cross has Alexa Bliss by her side. She's on SmackDown. And Bailey has Sasha Banks. So, it kind of makes sense in that aspect as well.
Well, whether it does or not, Bailey is so much more aggressive. And I like the new aggressive Bailey.
You do. So, you like the new aggressive, you don't like... You are happy that there's no lovable, huggable Bailey buddies flying around like chickens with their heads cut off and all that kind of good
famous
stuff.
sayings, though. Chickens with your head cut off.
Well, whatever.
See, I have a catchphrase. You got one, too.
Yeah. Anyway, so...
Whoops.
You heard it. Trying to get more of your opinion on this one.
Oh, the chicken with the head cut?
No, like with all the wrestling.
Oh, yeah. So, what was he talking about?
Moving on here. Moving on. All right. So next week on SmackDown, we are advertised to have Brock Lesnar and Cain Velasquez. Also, Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair being on the show. So... Jason Funny, what is your opinion about the WWE Championship being turned into somewhat like this UFC style? Brock Lesnar versus Cain Velasquez. Both of them UFC. Cain Velasquez was the one that took the UFC Championship away from Brock Lesnar. They are bringing that to the WWE onto the crown jewel in front of the Saudi Arabia crowd a week from Thursday. So what do you think about all that? Now, quite frankly, wrestling fans, you know what my opinion is. If you're not hardcore, if you're just a straight WWE fan, you don't give a rat's crap about the straight UFC, this UFC junk. You don't. Chances are you don't even care who Cain Velasquez is.
Actually,
like me. Because I don't.
I didn't really know much about him, but I actually kind of like him better than Brock. He kind of has a personality.
But my point is, you didn't know anything about him.
I didn't, but he's got more of a personality. He could talk better than Brock. I think I may like him a little
bit. Rey Mysterio's the one that's talking for him.
Well, he just has more attitude, though.
He does have more attitude.
And I like that. It's not like, Brock.
Yeah, you're right in that aspect.
So,
But anyway, what about Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair?
What you gonna do, brother? Woo!
Team Hogan versus Team Flair. At Crown Jewel, they've been advertising it. Ali was put on Team Hogan's team tonight, along with Shorty G or Shorty Gable. They rounded out Team Hogan's team. So, what do you think? I know you don't have too high of an opinion about Ali. Why, I do not know, because Ali is pretty good. I like it. I like him. I, for one, hope he takes the Intercontinental Championship away from Shinsuke Nakamura. However, wrestling fans, and yes, it's weird that you're looking at me like that. However, wrestling fans, it looks like we might see Daniel Bryan get a shot at the Intercontinental Championship because he beat Nakamura 1, 2, 3 in the center of the ring tonight. So, Jason Funny, what do you think about all this?
Well, I'll tell you, first of all, I want to say something. I think it's good that WWE is including Ric Flair and Hogan in this because, we have these icons here, and it's good to see them involved with the business.
Right.
And we need to, because one of these days he won't be here. So we need to include them into the wrestling. And I think that, I'm probably going for Team Hogan right now.
May I ask why? Because you are not naturally a babyface.
No, but
You're usually a pain in the neck hill.
All
you have to do is tune into my On the Roads and you'll understand why wrestling
I'm a
fans.
Hogan fan, though, brother. I mean, I sat and watched Hogan win the belt for the very first time in the WWE back then in 1984, and I seen him beat the Iron Sheik. I am a, what's it gonna do, brother? Fan. So, but I am also a Ric Flair woo fan. So, it's just like, but it's kind of unique. At least WWE is making an effort to spice things up and just not have the same boring crud they've had the last 10 years on television.
Yeah.
So they're trying.
So outside of that, we saw a huge 8-man tag team matchup. And when I say huge, I mean absolutely huge. Because we saw the Heavy Machinery and the New Day taking on the Revival and rounded up that group, none other than the former Raw Tag Team Champions, Robert Roode. Wrestling fans, they really need to stop saying this. The former two-time world champion, Dolph Ziggler. They really need to stop saying it, because when he gets beat, you might as well this label put a championship opportunity on the people that beat him. Because you keep on saying that he's a former world champion. Oh my God. WWE, stop that! However, we saw Otis and everybody flopping around with the caterpillar and all this jazz and all this junk. And in the end, the New Day got the 1, 2, 3 over the Revival, which means, wrestling fans, we're going to see the New Day versus the Revival for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships. And why? Because the New Day rocks. The New Day rocks. Do you have any?
Can I put a word in what it was?
Do you have
anything? You didn't let me talk. I forgot what I was going to say now.
Do you have anything else to say?
Now I can't think of anything. New Day rocks. New Day rocks. What the heck was that? Oh my gosh! You stole my thunder. I don't have nothing to say about that match.
Anything else?
Yes.
That was pretty much the entire SmackDown, what we just covered.
Yes. Go to YouTube. You go to YouTube.
They're on YouTube.
Oh, well, go to the search bar, and you search out, and you type that in, and you go, KJLW42 channel on YouTube, and you'll see my beautiful picture pop up. And then you can subscribe, like my videos, click the bell button for notifications for your devices, and become a funny tuber today.
And of course, if you liked anything about this video, wrestling fans, make sure you hit that bell button. Go down and hit the like for me as well. Leave a comment down below, because it helps the video. It pushes it out. The more you do that for me, the more that YouTube thinks that this video is great, grand, wonderful, fantastic. So do it for me right now. Okay, wrestling fans. And of course, go to his channel and subscribe to it. Go down below and subscribe to mine. And until I see you again, this is Webby, that's Jason Funny, and we will catch you on the other side. I'll talk to you later.
Funny side.